Today I'm bringing you a poem by Jeongnim-dong. It's called The Stars. Let me read the poem for you. The backdrop of the stars is obviously darkness. You can't see the stars in daylight. There are people living in daylight. They can't see the stars. Only those who are in darkness can see the stars. Only those in darkness can birth stars. Those who are in daylight are in darkness. This is something we call a paradoxical teaching. Because you can only see the star in darkness, if you live in daylight, you are actually in darkness because you cannot see the stars. The Bible has a lot of paradoxical teachings, and one that I bring you today is from Romans chapter 5, verse 3. We rejoice in our sufferings, knowing that suffering produces endurance, and endurance produces character, and character produces hope. And hope does not put us to shame because God's love has been poured into our hearts through the Holy Spirit who has been given to us. So this is a paradox, to rejoice in suffering. Paul is telling us to rejoice in suffering. How can we rejoice in suffering? I believe most of us want to be as far away from suffering. We don't want to live in darkness. We all want to live in daylight. But sometimes, because we are in darkness, we learn character, we learn patience, we can learn to trust in God. You might be in darkness, but remember that if you trust in God, you will be able to see the stars in your darkness.